their families and go. They won't ever gonna see them people again, man. But right now, you can drive to a certain particular place, drive back, see your wife, whatever. Okay, see your kids, whatever. They was getting on a boat and didn't know where they was going. They didn't know if he was gonna die on that particular journey, man. They just went. Okay, so you go to east. Okay, but certain guys don't know how to put their priorities in order. Okay, so going back on to of which y'all about to see me outside, bro. I put my priorities in order. Okay. Yea, bro, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, of which valley means a low land. Okay, this is speaking about America. This was the low land, and this low land was going to be a place of low morals, and also too, it was going to be a place where you was going to have what? The bones, man. Okay, the Israelites that had departed away from the way of understanding, so they was going to be in a low vibration. Okay, they was going to be in a low state of being. They was going to be abased. They was going to be like animals. They was going to be like beasts. And yet, through the pushing of the word, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua was still going to raise these individuals up. That was going to be the deliverance out of 400 years of captivity. Here it is, you got some asswipe, okay, out there in Kanye West saying these things, and on the other side of it, you got the men of the Lord going in, teaching you, okay, you went into slavery because you did this. This is what you have to do to get right back with the Most High. This is what the Most High is going to do when he comes back. Simple, okay, not complicated, okay, uncomplicated, unadulterated, pure truth, okay? So, carrying with this, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, and that goes back onto the boldest that the Most High was going to bless his men with, because you gotta have a particular kind of mindset, okay? You gotta have a particular kind of mindset to come out here, okay, and to go into the scriptures against this, man. You gotta have a, you know, as far as this world is concerned, you're gonna be a crazy, man. Because it's a crazy thing. Here it is, you got people out here saying, man, it's a beautiful day today. And this is the requirement. Okay, this is the sacrifice. Okay? And hey, today, I'm not gonna see the reward of this today. Okay, y'all about Shema outside, I get a reward in the first place. I ain't gonna see the reward. I mean, I might do a little bit of it, but really the reward was gonna come after. So this is a thing of faith, man. You gotta have a certain type of mentality that only the Yahweh Shema outside can give you to do this thing. Okay, so it says, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thou art my rod and my staff, and that's our comfort. Okay, so now, that's the point on that. Let's go back onto the book of Ezekiel. He says, Ezekiel 37:2, he says, and he caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there was many in a very open place, and lo, they were very dry, because they was completely dehydrated, man. They had no knowledge. They didn't even know who they were, man. That's how Jake came into this truth. You didn't know who you was. You didn't know what your customs were. You thought your customs was wearing some Jordans, okay, and eating chitlins. That's what these Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans think that their heritage is. Your heritage is the most important heritage on the face of the planet, because we're going back onto the man Enoch. I believe it's the man Enoch. Okay, that's when men started to call upon the Most High. That heritage passed down onto passed down onto a particular line. Okay, it was a very specific heritage, man, because only one group of people was going. Okay, say to the people, look, you're getting jacked up. This is the reason why, and this was the job of the Israelites upon the face of the earth. You're gonna go out there and make particular judgments, okay, for particular people in particular situations. Okay, you're going off, do this, that, and the third, get your shit together. Okay, that was the purpose of kings and priests, man. Okay, you're just gonna go to a priest and say, look, should I really be doing this, or I think my wife's cheating on me, and then the priest was gonna say, look, this is what you gotta do. Okay, so going back onto the scripture here, it says, I'll read this again, and I'll go to the book of St. John 6:63. So Saint Ezekiel 37:2, it says, he caused me to pass by around them, and behold, they were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. So going into the book of St. John 6:63, okay, going into the word dehydrated, dry, okay, St. John 6:63, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay, so the words Yahushua was speaking, of which the words of Yahushua come in the volume of the book. Okay, the words that he was speaking, he said they were life, man. Okay, so when you go to where you got brothers out there pushing the word of Yahushua, that was what's going to quicken, okay, the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. That was what's going to turn the valley of dry bones into an exceedingly great army. That's why you was gonna have it to where great fear was gonna fall upon certain guys, because just through the simplicity of just pushing this word, okay, speaking of our heritage, speaking of our customs, you're gonna have Jakes, man, just purified, okay, made alive, man. That was what's gonna be happening, okay. So going back onto the book of Ezekiel, okay, the 37th chapter, and this is the 3rd verse. He said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, thou knowest. Okay, and he said, he said unto me again, prophecy, okay, unto these bones, and say unto them, all ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's why the scripture says, go through the midst of Jerusalem, through the midst through the midst of Jerusalem, through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and tell my people their transgressions, their sins. And that's what was going to make them alive, because they was going to hear the word of the Lord, man. Okay, it all goes back onto the word, man. All of it. Okay? So it says, so thus saith the Lord unto the bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Okay? I will lay sinew upon you. Okay? And I'll bring flesh upon you and cover you with skin. Because you go into the scriptures, you got certain cats off that the scripture says they was gonna pluck off the skin of a Jake. Okay, does that mean to say they was gonna get some instrument and poke the skin off of them? No, that they was gonna remove their heritage. They was gonna call them particular names, man. They was gonna say, look, you are a Negro, you are a Hispanic, you was this, that, and the third. But they was gonna remove that heritage from it. Okay, to the end that what? They was going to be plucking off the skin, which is the protection for them. Okay, whereas we are putting that protection onto them, man. We're laying the sinew on Jake because we're telling them who they are, what their heritage is, and all that. Okay? So it says here, and I'll lay sinew upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and breathe in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I commanded, and there was a great noise. Okay, and behold, a shaking, and bones came to his bones. And when you go into the scriptures, you hear bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. You go to where the Hispanics out there, okay, they didn't know for the longest they was of the same family as the Negroes. Well, guess what? Bone came to his bone, and now they know if they're of the same family, man. That's what the scripture's talking about. So the Lord was putting the skin upon them, the flesh upon them, the spirit upon them, okay, and it was restoring the household, man. That's what this whole thing is all about, okay? It's not dead work, man, okay? So it says, a bone to his bone, so family to family, man. And I behold, and lo, the sinew and the flesh came upon them, okay, the understanding who they were, the protection of your protection, and the name that is Yahweh Shai, okay? Bone to his bone, okay, and when I beheld the sinew and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them, but there was no breath, okay? And it says, and the Most High said prophesy unto the wind, son of man, and say unto the wind, or thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahshai, come from the four winds, or breath, and breathe upon these slain, okay, and that they may live, okay, which is John 6:63, exemplified, man. Okay, so they was going to get the understanding, they was going to understand, they was going to be full-fledged, full-fledged fleshlings, man. Okay, 10th verse. So I prophesied as he commanded, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and they stood upon them an exceedingly great army. Okay, this is the scripture I was quoting when I was in the book of Revelations, the 11th chapter. Okay, this is gonna be an exceedingly great army. I mean, them dudes was gonna go to war, man. Okay, they was gonna get it in. Okay, so it says that and then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Okay, so bone came to his bone. Okay, you had the division that you have, okay, between the Hispanics, okay, and the Negroes. Well, that was going to be removed. They was going to know that they are of the same house, man. They was going to know they're both Israelites. And you can see that within the different camps. You got Jakes coming from all over the place, man. You got Jakes coming from all parts of the world, man. Okay, and they bones coming to his bone, flesh is coming to his flesh, and it's jointed up. Okay, no, as schism, man. They ain't no schism. Okay, so it says that 10th verse. So I prophesied as he had commanded. Okay, and breath came into them, and they stood upon their feet, an exceedingly great army. And he said unto me, son of man, okay, these bones are the whole house of Israel, and behold, say unto these bones, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost, and we are cut off. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, all my people, I'll open up the graves and cause you to come up out of them. Okay? and bring you into the land of Israel. So that's what the Lord was going to do. You got the so-called Jews out there within the land of Israel right now thinking that when did this event happen? When did you have the whole house? The scripture says the whole house of Israel was going to be joined up. Okay? When did this happen for the whole house of Israel? Now you got to do it. You got to. They call themselves the Jews. You're right there, sweetheart. You okay?
Yeah.
What's your name, sweetie?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, all right. Okay, you take care. So it says, so you got it to where them gutter rats are out there within the land of Israel right now, okay? And they're doing their thing, okay? But they ain't the people of the Most High. Because where the rest of the scripture says the whole house of Israel, man. Okay, so where's the rest of the whole house of Israel? It ain't over there. Okay? So this is gonna be talking about a different time point, a different time period, man. Okay, a different event that was gonna happen where it was gonna be identified. Okay, this is a Ephraimite. This is a Judite. Okay, this is a Manasseh. Okay? So let's carry on here. It says, and they wasn't gonna find Dan neither. Okay, so this is here within the book, within the 12th verse, it says, therefore, so really the 13th verse, it says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened up your graves, all my people, and brought you up out of the graves, and I will put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Okay, so the Lord was going to put us in our own. That's the good news. Okay, here it is. You got Jakes out there in ghettos. Okay, you got Jakes out there in some terrible living conditions, man. And the Most High is just going to be like, okay, time for World War III. I'm going to deliver my people, and the rest of the people is going to die by the flames, man. Okay, die horrible deaths. It's getting blown up. Okay, legs over there. Okay, heads over there. Just destruction, man. Okay, the destruction of people. That's what's going to happen. Okay, but for the people of the Lord, the elect of the people of the Lord, ultimately all of Israel, okay, you was going to see that they was going to be delivered from this captivity. Okay? So it says, now put my spirit in you and you shall live, and I'll place you in your own land. You can read about that within the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. Okay, because you read the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, you find out that Jacob, okay, was going to have a beautiful blessing, man. The Most High was going to put blessing with putting their laws, statutes, commandments within them, within their hearts. So they was going to be born righteous, man. You aren't going to have to worry about your kid growing up to be a sodomite, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. You aren't going to have to worry about is your wife cheating on you. You wasn't going to have to worry about whether what you're eating is righteous. You know, you ain't going to have to worry. Is the Most High jacking me up for something I did that I thought he had grace to do? You wasn't going to have to worry about that. Okay, you might be on, you might have to do certain things on the Sabbath because of work or whatever. And then you get jacked up like 2 days later and you worrying in your mind, should I have, no, that's not going to happen within the kingdom. Because you're going to have the laws, statutes, commandments impregnated within your heart. It's going to be righteous, man. And that's going to be just sweet because the Most High was going to be just, you know, that's your power. He's going to be with you. Okay? That's why they call him God. But right now, he's more like Allah Shadia right now to the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, especially if you departed away from the way of understanding. Okay? As we all were. Okay? So, 14th verse. And I'll put my spirit in you, and you shall live. Okay? And I will place you. No, Ezekiel the 36, sorry. That was quoted. Okay? Now back within the Ezekiel 37 and 15, it says, and I'll put my spirit in you, okay? And ye shall live, and I shall place you, okay? And I shall place you in your own land, and then ye shall know that I am the Lord, and I have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, moreover, son of man, take thee one stick, which is why we have the sign. Take one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel and his companions. Okay, and it says here, and take another stick for the house of Joseph and his companions. Okay, for the house of Israel and his companions. So you're going to have it to where after the split, you know, you had it to where after the split, okay, the Latin-speaking tribes, the northern kingdom was carried away into captivity. Okay, you had it to where certain historical points that had happened, okay, underneath the Assyrian, okay, Shalmaneser V, really going back onto Tiglath-Pileser III, and how Tiglath-Pileser III had sided with the nation, with the house of Judah at the time, and after he had sided with the house of Judah for a time, you know, because they was in fight, man. You had Judah fighting Israel, and then the Assyrians took down Israel. Okay, after the Syrians took down Israel, okay, they carried them away, and that was Sargon II, carried them away into captivity. Okay, and when they was in that captivity underneath them Assyrians, they decided to miss themselves. Let's go to somewhere else, okay, where man never dwelt, because they knew about the expedition of King Solomon. Okay, and how he had Hiram going to particular places and do certain things. Okay, they knew about that. Okay, they knew about what was happening out there. With the Canaanites going back and forth and bringing forth merchandise from the Americans. So they said, let's go out, dwell there, and observe the Lord's statutes, commandments of the Most High. So it was likened unto the Most High took away a whole part of the nation, man. But see, the Most High, and really, when you check out the sentiment that the Jews, okay, which was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, had for them other nations, man, they regarded them as heathens, okay? They regarded them as heathens. They said unto the Lord, whither will he go? Will he go unto the dispersed, which was really Israel, the house of Israel, and teach the dispersed? Okay, because they knew, they understood their history. Okay, but they didn't really like look at, that's my brother. No, they accounted them for heathen men. Okay, they looked down upon them guys. Okay, but see, now that envy and that strife between Judah and Ephraim was going to be removed. That's why you have the sign out there, because it symbolizes a broken house, okay, being blended and made into one, as it was from the foundations of Israel. Okay, really from the foundations of the earth. Because when you find out, those are the people that made the elements, and they was all one family, man. Okay. So Ezekiel 37 and 17, it says, and join them one to another into one stick. Okay, join them into one stick. Okay, and it says there, join them into one stick. Okay, and they shall become one in thy hand, and the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what meanest by this? So when they see the sign, and most of the time when people come to the camp, what are they looking at? They're looking at the signs, man. Especially the Israelite sign, because they're looking for themselves. Okay, especially Jake. Show Jake the sign, they'll be looking, okay, where am I? Oh, I'm Nigerian. Okay, so you're probably Judah. Okay, you're blah, 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 blah. You go into their history. They say, what meanest by these? Okay? It goes on, it says, what meanest by these? Behold, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, behold, okay, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel and his fellows, and I'll put them with him, and even the stick of Judah, and I'll make them one, and they shall be one in my hand, and the sticks were on, when thou readest, shall be one in thy hand, as the nation was going to be one within the hand of the Lord. Okay, because that's where we're going, that's what we're moving towards. Okay, so now let's go on to the book of, this will be a good time now to go into the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Okay? So you're going to have a combined nation, man. Okay, that was going to take down, really, the Lord was going to take down, Esau. Okay? The Lord was going to take down Esau. That's why you got these militia camps being set up, but that's not with the Most High. The Most High ain't with that spirit. Okay, the Lord was going to take down Esau, and we're just going to be a partaker of it. Like, we're secondary, man. The Lord don't even need us to do anything. That's the craziest thing about it. But everybody likes a good revenge story. Okay, so the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and the first verse, it says, the Lord shall have mercy upon Jacob and yet choose Israel. So after the whole thing of slavery is done, the Most High was still going to yet choose Israel. After we had done all that iniquity, the Most High likened us unto an adulterous bride, adulterous wife that comes back. Okay? So the Most High was still going to yet. So these other nations are likened unto what? Other women that the Most High could have. Okay, that was that hadn't done nothing unto him. Okay, in with respect to unto the covenants and with reference unto the statement of adultery. Okay, they hadn't done nothing unto him. But guess what? The Most High was still going to yet choose Israel to make it his bride, man. He was still going to beautify Israel, man. Okay, he wasn't gonna. Okay, I'm done with the Israelites now. Okay, I'm gonna now choose the Moabites. And they're gonna be my people, and you're gonna have a Moabite dunking a basketball. And they was going to have the spirit. They were gonna have the juice. Okay, a Moabite, singing some music and hitting that rap. No, that wasn't gonna happen, man. Okay, the Most High was still going to yet choose his people, and he was going to yet set them in their own land. That's what this, the heritage of our heritage was going to be all about. Okay, so it says here, 14:1, it says, For the Lord will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, and the strangers shall and they shall cleave unto them for the house of Israel. That's what the dispersed. Okay, It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So now you got it to where we're going to take captives, whose captives we work. And it's going to say that within the scriptures. It's going to tell you that we're going to take slaves off of these heathens, man. Okay? We'll take them captives, whose captives we were, and we shall rule over our oppressors. It shall come to pass, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. From that sorrow, we read about the sorrow within the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Okay? From thy sorrow and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, and that thou must take this proverb against the king of Babylon, and thou shalt say, how hath the oppressor seized, and how hath the golden city seized. Okay, the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. Okay, he who smote the nations with a continual stroke is persecuted, and that's Esau. Okay, and how is he going to be persecuted? And this, you know, like again, this all ties up the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, and then I'll check the time. Okay, the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, it says, for behold, in those days and in that time, okay, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, which is what we're living in again right now. Okay, we're living in the enslavement of the Israelites. Okay, that's why you got World War III brewing out there, because the time of the slavery is basically nearly finished. Okay, when I bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, okay, I will also gather the nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I'll plead with them there for my people and my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. So that's what's going to be coming pretty soon. Okay, got a little while to go, 10 minutes. Okay, so that's what's going to be the heritage that was going to come unto the men of the Lord. The Lord was going to, you know, bless his people, man. Okay, so now let's wrap this up with a few precepts. I'll start within the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, and this is the 9th verse. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.